What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different than normal. I'm doing an on-the-water demo of my NuCanoe Flint fishing kayak paired with a Newport Kayak series trolling motor. Even though I catch a fish in this video, this is not a fishing video and probably won't be of interest to you unless you're considering purchasing this kayak or the trolling motor. My goal in this video is to demonstrate what a typical day of fishing in this kayak with this trolling motor can be like, so you can have an idea of what to expect before purchasing. Alright, y'all notice anything new today? Anything different about the kayak? And right off the bat, one thing I love about this trolling motor is that it clearly shows you the battery life, which you can see indicated in those green lights on top of the tiller handle. I'm very excited that I got this trolling motor. I think today's the perfect day to use it because we're already getting a pretty decent amount of wind. If you're interested, I also have a full pros and cons video on whether you should add a trolling motor to your kayak listed in the description, and it goes over pricing and gear recommendations in much more detail. I'll also be doing a full review of this kayak soon, which will be linked in the description below. But just as a quick review, I will say that the NuCanoe Flint is, in my opinion, the absolute best beginner fishing kayak that you could buy. And that's because it is pre-rigged to take either a trolling motor or even a NuCanoe branded pedal drive if you decide you want to add one later on, but you don't have to get one right off the bat. So you can just get the normal, paddle kayak and then add those things if you want to. All I had to buy to mount this trolling motor was just a transom mount from NuCanoe, and it was not very expensive. I'll link it in the description below. And this kayak is a unit. I've used this thing quite a bit now for a couple of months, and I put it through a lot of testing, and I'm able to stand up in it. It's very sturdy. It's got 4 rod holders. It has really good tracking. It doesn't go off course very easily. And it is just an awesome, awesome little kayak. That's really, really cool. Good cast. I mean, that action to me seems awesome. The question is, are the fish gonna want it? A little bit. That is so convenient. All right. And right here you can clearly see probably the biggest reason that you should add a trolling motor to your kayak. It was actually pretty windy this morning and I was getting blown all over, and I was so easily able to readjust and straighten out the kayak while still kind of keeping my rod in hand. This was so much more quick and efficient than having to grab my paddle with both hands and adjust that way. And you'll see this happening throughout this trip, where I just quickly am able to reach behind my back and adjust my position and then get right back to fishing. One. All right. We'll put the brakes on. Let's see if we can get a good cast here. Try to get closer and fish it back fish it back slower, but like make bigger splashes and see if they want that. But I need to get backed up first. That should be good. Just fish it slower. The trolling motor that I'm using has 5 forward and 3 reverse speeds, and it really gets going once you hit that top speed. It really helped me cover a lot of water very quickly. I did not expect that I would go as fast as I did. You might also notice that I was trying to steer with the paddles a little bit. I had initially anticipated not even reaching behind myself to steer and just using the paddles. That did not work. The thrust on this trolling motor was much too powerful for me to just stick my paddle on the water and steer that way. So I did have to reach behind myself to steer quite a bit, but that was not nearly a problem. It didn't hurt my back. I didn't have to be super flexible. It was just as simple as just reaching back, putting it the direction I wanted it to, and kind of readjusting as I needed. We are moving on. We're getting a little bit too blue for top water. It's really a bummer. Wasn't meant to be. Having much luck. So as you see me rigging up this Texas rig, you can also see below that the battery I'm using is a Newport 12 volt 50 amp hour deep cycle marine battery. According to Newport, this battery should give me roughly 2 hours of power at full speed, but I can tell you that after 6 hours of fishing, I still had 50% of a charge left when I got home. After this trip, I also decided to store the battery behind my seat as opposed to between my legs. I thought I would need to put it here for better weight distribution, but after going out, I don't think it's going to be a problem if I put it directly behind me. It's actually really easy to reach behind and adjust the tiller or change direction with this setup. This trolling motor's handle also extends out an extra 8 inches or so I didn't have to buy any sort of tiller extension, which saved me about $100, which was pretty nice. I got a fish, guys. Oh my God, this is a slab. This is a slab. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, no, no. We barely got him. We barely got him. Oh my God. Dude, this fish slammed. I guess when you're fishing all day with no luck, you'll think anything's a personal best, but we're gonna get this fish back in the water, and I'm gonna keep fishing. I'm hoping we finally got on some. That's kind of what I'm hoping. There he goes.